Hello everyone, welcome to Family Home Evening. While I was in high school, I came across a verse in 1 Corinthians 13:13. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three. And I began to wonder, why those three? I mean, clearly they're good attributes that we should seek to have, but the verse seems to group them together as though they have some special connection. I pulled out the scriptures, the topical guide, the Bible dictionary, True to the Faith, everything I could get my hands on, and I began to study. And I found a lot of scriptures in which faith, hope, and charity appear grouped together. And it's clear that you need all three to be saved in the kingdom of God. But why is it always those three? Why not humility, or obedience, or patience, or any of a dozen other virtues? I found some very good explanations about faith and about charity, but I couldn't find anything to explain why they were so often grouped together. Hope in particular was hard to learn about because there's just not many scriptures about hope, and when I turned to the study helps, they mostly just got pedantic about the difference between hope and faith. Nothing to explain why it should be up on the same pedestal as faith and charity as the three major virtues you need to get into heaven. Eventually I gave up. I wasn't getting anywhere. Maybe the words just fit together nicely or something. But the question lurked in the back of my mind. And now, more than a decade after I first started studying it, I think I've figured out how faith, hope, and charity are linked. I had been looking at it the wrong way around. I had been studying them as three distinct concepts that were outside of myself that I needed to learn so I could increase my standing with God. I saw them as milestones on the way to increasing my testimony. But a testimony isn't one-dimensional. It isn't simply higher or lower, stronger or weaker, better or worse. You can be good at one part of the gospel while being bad at another. There are multiple dimensions to your spiritual health. In fact, I think the scriptures are telling us there are three dimensions to any testimony: faith, hope, and charity. You can think of them as the three axes on a three-dimensional graph, where each value is measured in terms of relationships. Faith is about your relationship with God. Hope is about your relationship with yourself. Charity is about your relationship with other people. Faith is looking upward. Hope is looking inward. Charity is looking outward. You need all three to have a fully developed testimony of Jesus Christ. I'm sure you've all met someone who is very committed to their relationship with God but is negative towards other people. Or someone who is very good at serving others but has serious concerns about their own self-worth. You need all three. And when you feel insecure or begin to doubt the gospel, it doesn't mean that you are failing, because you have three pillars of testimony, not just one. If you're weak in one area, lean into one that you're strong in. And when you feel like you need to improve, it doesn't always mean read more scriptures. That might be what you need, but you might just need to focus on your ministering families a little more closely. Or maybe becoming more Christ-like means being more confident and learning to forgive and respect yourself. These key relationships are what the gospel is all about. Your testimony isn't just one score that's higher or lower depending on how righteous you are. Life is too big and too colorful for that. You have more to you than that. So when you feel like you're spiritually lacking, think about your relationship with God, with yourself, and with others. Lean into where you're strong while you build up where you're weak. Look upward, outward, and inward. Faith, hope, and charity. These three. I really hope you enjoyed this family night lesson today, and I hope it was helpful to you. If it meant something to you, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for joining me for Family Home Evening, and have a great week.